Alright guys, today's the day, April 20th, 420 for all you guys out there that do that. It's dyno day, so let's load it up. Alright guys, car made it on. Strap her down and get on the road. Alright, so a lot of you guys had questions about why we're doing the kind of braking we're doing right now, which is basically strapping it on the dyno, and that's the tune and braking. A lot of you guys are asking, like, why don't I do 500-mile interval and then tune, or 1,000? But instead of me explaining it, because I might mess it up, I'll just have Adam go ahead and explain it to you guys right now. So here's Adam.
Well, to start off, you know, hard break-ins to me, and from my experience working on Subis and any motor really, you know, there's a window that you need to take advantage of, a time window, as far as the rings seating to the cylinder walls. So to backtrack on that, when you build a motor, the machine shop will hone the cylinder walls, which is basically, you might have heard of it as a cross hatch on the cylinder walls. And that's basically like you look at a new brake rotor and it has like a kind of a cross hatching pattern on it. That's same kind of concept. What you want to accomplish when you have new piston rings and you have the cross hatching there is the piston rings, as brand new, will start to wear the highs of the cross hatchings, and it'll polish the cylinder walls per se. That's why you want to use an oil that's not too slick. You want to use a conventional oil when you break in an engine. You do not want to use it synthetic. But the window that I usually see is no more than 100 miles and the rings are seated. So why not take advantage of it and really get a good polish on that cylinder wall with a good tune and some heat and some boost and some vacuum, because vacuum helps promote ring seal. So if you're doing hard pulls on the dyno and you let off, it's going to pull strong vacuum if you're in gear, and it's going to help seal off that cylinder. You know, and especially I've seen easy break-ins, easy break-in motors consume more oil. You know, granted, you know, you got to have a good tune in there. If you're tuning too lean or too rich, you're going to wash the cylinder walls out, or you're going to create too much heat and you're going to lose piston seal, rich or lean. So you got to make sure you're tuning it right, or obviously if you're at a reputable tuner, they're going to do that for you. That's basically in a nutshell what it is. I mean, that's the best way I know. And there's my wife calling. Catch you guys later.
Alright, so picked up our 85 here, getting all ready for that tune. Car's still doing well on there, drive's been fine. Set up his goals. So as you guys can see, we did take the front bumper off because it's just easier getting it on and off, and the splitter had like 0 clearance between the two wheel wells, so just easier to take the bumper off. See you guys when we get to Snail. Alright guys, we're here at Snail Performance. Let's go see Travis. Alright, I'll watch the front. Alright guys, so we're here at Snail Performance. That is Travis, the tuner. Right now we're draining out the 91 so we can, or the E85 to put 91 in. So Yeah.
Got to tune on the crappy gas first.
Alright guys, it's really loud, so we have earplugs in now, but we just made, on the first couple passes, 340 to the wheels on 91. So we just did that super fast, and I'm sure Travis will dial it in even more. So that was the first couple runs, 340 on 91. Alright guys, so we finished up 91. Well, I'll tell you what we made at the very end, but we're now going to switch over to E85, and super happy with what we're at right now. What do you have to say, Travis?
It's gonna be slow.
Not 400, right?
Not 400. But no, I mean, so far we're making north of 300, south of 400, since I guess it's a big secret till the end. On pump gas, we're not running a lot of power in this car because Clint doesn't want a lot of 91 power, which I agree, because it's an E85 whore.
Very true.
So yeah, we're gonna put the corn magic in here and climb to north of 400, which where we're sitting at now will not be a very hard feat.
All right, guys.
Probably what, 50 pounds of boost?
All right.
50 pounds.
Sounds good. We will check back in after we get the corn in. It's corn time.
Corn time.
I need an angel to save me from myself, holding my Savior, keep my heart upon the shelf.
Alright guys, so we stopped at around 460 wheel horsepower on my car because we were basically running it out of fuel in fourth gear, and Travis right now is pulling up a log to kind of show you guys and explain why we stopped and what's needed if I want to keep going power wise. So here's Travis.
I'm still pulling up that log.
Oh, well, you can talk while you pull it up.
So basically what happened was, I mean, Clint's car is we're maxing out what the fuel pump and the fuel lines can actually supply the injector. So all right, so here's the graph that I was going to kind of go over and show everybody what's going on. So up top in the red is the fuel pressure, blue is boost, and the green line is actually the fuel differential compensation. So ideally what we want to see is the green line to stay as close to 0 as possible. So it drops down in the negatives a little bit, because what that is actually showing is that the fuel pressure is actually over what the target should be. And then as you see, as it goes up, right here is actually, it's showing positive almost 5. So it's compensating, you know, seeing that there's a 5 psi difference in fuel pressure of what the target should be. So ideally how fuel pressure works on these cars, to make math easy, say like, so Subaru's about, you know, 43, 44 base pressure, but easy math, we'll say it's 40 is your base fuel pressure, and you run, say, 20 pounds of boost. At a 1-to-1 rate with your fuel pressure, you should see 60 pounds of fuel pressure was what it should be. With the fuel pressure sensor that Cobb gives you, if it sees that if it's over or under, what it's going to do is it's actually going to change the injector scaler to compensate for the fueling. So let me scale this out where you can see it. Let me get rid of this one. So here you go. So here's the injectors. So at the start of the pool, it's about where we want to see, and then as you see, the scaler starts changing. So it's actually adding more fuel to the engine because the fuel pressure was actually falling away. So this is like a safety feature that Cobb's actually implemented in here. Allows the car to compensate based on if the fuel pressure starts to fall off, or if it's overshooting, it's going to compensate by pulling injectors back, so you get a nice smooth AFR line on the dyno, which I think I still have it here. Yeah, so you see the AFR line's nice and smooth instead of some. If this didn't have it, the fuel line would probably come up and then it'd start tapering up at the end. So we stopped there for mainly safety reasons, because we know that Clint's going to go out and beat on this car and have a good time with it. We don't want to melt anything, so we stopped here. Next thing is upgrade the fuel system, probably do a radium surge tank, a couple fuel pumps back there to supply probably full fuel lines up front and some rails, and then turn it up some more and see what she'll do.
All right. So we will once again be back at Travis someday, but that kind of basically concludes it for this dyno day. So happy where it's at, and we'll definitely be back for sure to crank it up again. So we are heading home from Snail Performance. We had dinner, kind of just waited because there's no point of rushing out of there because we're gonna hit traffic anyways. Filled up the car, or the Subaru Macaw, on E85. Just why not? We pulled into a gas station that had E85, so we filled it up. But overall, a very successful day. It was great to hear the car running again, and I'm sure everyone is just as excited as me. I know Adam was pumped, Travis, Andrew, who came out, which was really nice to meet him. But yeah, anything you want to say?
Yeah, it needs more fuel.
Yeah. So enjoy it how it is now, and definitely down the road we'll add on the actual fuel features and aim for the 500 club. But
Very happy though. Motor sounds good.
yeah, and all you saying I can't get 400 wheel horsepower on an FP green.
No, it's gonna make 5.
That idiot. All right, guys, take it easy. Hope you enjoyed this video.